So it looks like nobody's been here since it started snowing last week. Most of the snow is already gone, but the trail is very muddy and slippery. So I gotta watch out so I don't get stuck over here, because I'm a few miles from a highway and probably about 20 to 30 miles from the closest city. So I just gotta be careful, because as you can see, there's no other tracks here. The snow isn't too deep, but it's really slippery under the snow because everything's melting right now. We've been having a few really warm days recently, so all of the snow is almost gone in the mountains. As you can see, there's only like patches here on the road. This is truly beautiful. It was totally worth it driving here. Oh my gosh. What a beautiful spot. And it's so quiet. There's nobody else over here. How's it going, guys? Welcome in the next video on my channel. If you're not familiar, my name is Bart, and right here behind me you can see my 4x4 camper van. I really wanted to visit this place as soon as the first snow falls, but unfortunately, you know how it is. Life is expensive. First you gotta make the money, and then you can focus on what you like to do the most. And in my case, it's just camping out in beautiful spots, discovering new places where I can actually get to thanks to this 4x4 camper van. I got only about 3 hours of daylight left. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get here early in the morning, and the road wasn't too easy. I gotta tell you that. This camper van is really big, and driving through tight spots, tight turns, sometimes is very difficult. I love this car, but it is a big fat cow. There's no doubt about it. So I'm gonna start prepping everything. I gotta set up my camp, I gotta chop some firewood, and we're gonna start cooking some dinner because the sun goes down really quick at this time of the year. The camera never does justice to like recording off-road trails and driving on those trails. As you can see, this is a little bit off cambered, and I don't feel comfortable driving in areas like that, you know, when you're like tilted to the side, because this is a very heavy vehicle and you can slip to the side very easily. And as you can see, there's nothing over there. There's just a big cliff. So you gotta watch out when you're in situations and weather conditions like this and you're driving a big ass vehicle like this 4x4 Quigley. You gotta be careful, but that's how the campsite looks like. There's a fire pit right here. I'll set up my table, my stove, start cooking something, and as soon as the sun goes down, we're probably gonna start a fire and just chill here for a little bit and enjoy this beautiful spot in the middle of nowhere. But you know what? First things first, I gotta change my shoes because those running shoes are already wet and my feet are super cold because outside is right now probably about 29-30 degrees, and at night it's gonna be really cold over here high in the Sierra Mountains. So I gotta prepare everything before the sun goes down. Dinner is not going to be anything fancy. I got some ground beef that was frozen in my fridge, and I got some mushrooms, peppers, tomato, cilantro, green onions, and I'm just gonna make the meat with all of the vegetables and then make a quesadilla out of it. It's gonna be simple, quick, but delicious. I've been traveling in this van for about like a year or something, and from the beginning I was missing one key component. It was good kitchen knives, and recently I got them from a guy from Europe. He's making them at his little shop, and I gotta be honest, those knives are so sharp that the first time I used it I almost cut half of my finger off. You gotta be careful when you're getting like some handcrafted knives or like really good quality knives. You can lose a finger very easily. So the food is almost ready. As you can see, the meat is done. The peppers, mushrooms, tomatoes, everything's cooked. So now we're gonna make a quesadilla out of this. Okay, my friends, dinner is ready. It's a very simple, quick meal, but very delicious and filling. I can't wait to start eating it. It looks honestly so delicious. What a beautiful evening, seriously. It's such a great camp spot. I got a beautiful view on the water reservoir right there. There's nobody here. It's super quiet. It's great, seriously. Some delicious food. Can't wait to start the fire. It's gonna be a great night. In a great spot too. I gotta tell you that I feel blessed being able to spend a beautiful evening and a beautiful night here. There's a clear sky, so I'm expecting some beautiful stars because there's a big opening in the trees here in this campsite. It's gonna be a great view. It is very cold right now, I can tell you that. Don't let my outfit to fool you, because I grew up in a very cold climate, so I'm used to temperatures like that. But right now, when the sun started setting, the temperature dropped so much. It's probably around 26, 27 degrees right now. I'm not sure if the GoPro microphone picked it up. When I was starting the fire, you could hear coyotes running around the forest, barking on each other. So that's going to be a pretty interesting night. Being in the middle of nowhere, in the nature, surrounded with wild animals, in a really, really cold night. This is going to be definitely a really cool night. I'm gonna chill a little bit by the fire, have my drink, and probably head inside and start working on some things and go to sleep. It's the winter season. It gets dark really, really fast, and if you're traveling in your van, you're in the middle of nowhere, you have everything done, you know, you're cooking, eating, cleaning, everything you're supposed to do, you go to sleep pretty early. Usually when I'm camping in the winter season, I go to sleep around like 7, 8 p.m. But I wake up super early. I wake up way before the sunrise. Good morning. So I kind of slept in. I was supposed to wake up before the sunrise, and it was so cold. I had my alarm on. I woke up, I looked at the temperature, and it was 7 degrees outside. Super cold. I had the diesel heater running pretty much all night, with few moments when I just turned it off because it was getting too hot. But like an hour and a half after I turned it off, it was already super cold in here. Unfortunately, my side door isn't very insulated, so it gives out a lot of that heat. I gotta work on that probably somewhere in the future, but it was a cold night. It's beautiful outside. Let me show you. Don't mind my mess in front. That's how it looks. It's beautiful. You can see the fog over there on the mountains, and on this side you cannot see even the other side of the lake. It's beautiful. I'm gonna start the car, warm it up, pack everything, and probably head out deeper in the mountains. Look at this, god damn. I should have folded my awning yesterday before I went to sleep. Everything's frozen right now. And look at the fog. You can't see anything outside of these trees right here. That looks incredible. What a beautiful view. But it's so cold right now. Whew, it's super cold right now, but I got everything packed. I'm ready to go, so I'm gonna just head out to another location, probably somewhere higher in the mountain and further away from the water, because it's extremely cold over here. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.